The place where everyone wants to be, with Christmas-colored lights on every store, wind chimes rustling in every corner, and people's smiles greets you with every glance. The sun shines on this ground more vividly than any other place around. This is downtown Melbourne. Flourishing with the art of humans' glamorous presence, everyone here has no worry for what tomorrow may bring.
A place of mud and grime, broken bottles and dirt covers the street. Drug needles and crushed beer cans litter the small patches of grass that still thrive in these smoke-filled alleyways. A man slumped over is seen in the red wall of this alleyway. His name? It's Taximus. Taximus Phantom. He likes being called Mr. Phantom Tax. But how would you know? He's an outcast from society and no one alive even knows his real name. What a shame. A waste, really. He could have pursued his dreams of being an actor, but he sits here now in this alleyway, rinsing a regret in his mind, broken from the harsh environment that comes from the hot outdoors. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there is no rest. A homeless man living in the backyards of the greatest place in the district, downtown Melbourne, but not as great for him as everyone else seems to make it. Oh man, another day for me to get by. Might as well get some money in my pockets. Get something to eat. Yeah, that's good. I gotta get after this place. It's no good for me. People like me. This district. No. I gotta get to the booth. Get far away. No. Spare change, sir. Spare change.
Why doesn't he get a job? Homeless loser. Homeless in this economy?
Spare change, sir. Spare change.
Are you homeless in this economy? It could never be me. Look, pigs like you don't belong in mansions like this. You should go back to the pigsty. You know, I've got a like a quarter here. Do you want it? You want the quarter? You want the quarter? You want the quarter? You know, given my higher level of income, I really should be nicer to those of lower status, but instead I choose to just, you know, give small donations to them with discouraging words, and I really don't do anything to contribute, you know. But hopefully I'll get a few homeless people off the street and into some black void somewhere, you know? Out of sight, out of mind. That's how it works, right?
Oh, hello, my good driver. One ticket to Gleason Park. I got you a good-looking 25 center right here.
25, you got it, boss. Wait a minute, 25 cents? Sorry, no can do. As last Tuesday, the big boss up top decided it was 35 cents for a ride.
Oh, come on, be a good bear and just spare me the 10 cents. I promise to pay it full price.
No can do, boss man. No can do. I might lose my job if I do that, you know? So, you know, get out of here, man. Rules are rules. Get out. You know, I wouldn't get in trouble with my boss if I only drove him up to Gleason Park for 25 cents, but rules are rules. I could see he was struggling and that he really needed the help, but at the end of the day, I'm not paid to care. So, you know, out of sight, out of mind, right? That's how it works.
After 3 hours of walking, I finally made it to the Gleason land. Oh man, tired. Time for bed. I reckon it's 10 o'clock by the shadows in the sky. Oh, this is
Well, I'll be damned. Wake up, you damn monkey! You can't be sleeping here on public grounds. It's illegal. Don't you know?
Oh, my bad, officer. I'll go back to my house with working AC, a nice bed, and a pantry full of food.
Hey,
This vacation on the streets was lame anyway.
Better. I better not see you in this part of town again.
Do you know how hard it is to live on the streets? I got nothing better than this.
Is this assault of an officer? You're under arrest. Hands behind your back. Stop resisting. I said stop resisting. Stop resisting. Get out of here. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. You know, I could have just taken him to a homeless shelter, or I could have talked with him and figure out what was going wrong. But, you know, taking him to a homeless shelter, that's so much paperwork. And you know, talking with him, that might not work. So I'm just going to toss him in a jail cell somewhere with some potentially violent criminals. And, you know, keep him out of society, right? Out of sight, out of mind. That's how it works, right? Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
I don't want to go in jail. Maybe, if only. Yeah, that would be nice. Someone, anyone would give me a chance. Anyone could believe in my talent. Maybe. No, certainly, I wouldn't be here. My performances would have changed the world as we know it. For the good of all, maybe. Someone reached out. But no, drugs were the thing that soothed my loneliness and uncertainties. It got to a point where I started only taking them to avoid the withdrawals. Maybe, if I could find help, I wouldn't feel so sick all the time. Maybe, if someone actually cared about me, I wouldn't feel this misery that engulfs me now. But no one wants to be the one that stands out to save someone suffering in silence. I am out of sight from everyone, and I'll always be out of their minds, won't I? Yeah, that's how it works.